All right, everybody, welcome back. Ready for another DRM News Global.
Absolutely. Let's dive in.
Today, we're going to get into something pretty juicy, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Celebrity news. And
Always a good time.
always a good time, right? Khloe Kardashian and Lamar Odom
Oh, boy.
had a little conversation about her son, Tatum.
This isn't just your average celebrity gossip, though. Like,
God.
this goes deeper, Themes of family truth,
Oh, yeah.
public eye, how much do we really see?
Yeah. So what exactly did Lamar
Okay.
spill the tea? Like, what did he tell Khloe about Tatum?
Well, he basically said something that just, added fuel to this fire that's already been burning, right? The whole speculation about Tatum's paternity.
Oh, wow. That's pretty major to drop on someone, especially, with how public their lives are.
Yeah.
Why do you think this kind of information is so fascinating to people?
Ooh, good question.
Even those who aren't, diehard fans.
Well, I think there's a couple things going on. I mean, one, it's like we're getting to peek behind the curtain, right?
Yeah.
A little keyhole into a world that's normally, super guarded. We as humans, we love to know what's going on
It's true.
behind closed doors.
It's like reality TV, but with higher stakes.
Exactly.
Okay.
Way higher, right. But then also think about it. There's, a psychological component here.
Okay.
Social comparison, we all do it. We're always looking at how we measure up to other people.
Right.
And celebrities, they're put on this pedestal, right? So when their lives get messy,
Yeah.
it's validating in a way, but also
Makes you anxious.
yeah, because it's they're not perfect after all.
Yeah, it makes you question those picture-perfect images they always present.
Yeah.
And it's not just about Khloe and Lamar.
Right. No, not at all.
Their kids are getting dragged into this.
Exactly. And that's where it gets, a little bit murky, right? These kids, they didn't sign up for this level of exposure, but their lives are just out there for everyone to
Comment on it.
to judge. It makes you think about, our role in all this.
Right, right.
Are we as consumers of this content contributing to the problem? Do we have a responsibility to be more mindful about what we consume?
Absolutely. And then this whole thing brings up another question. How are we defining family now?
Oh, that's a big one.
DNA testing is everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
It's impacting how we view parentage. Is it all about biology now?
That's a good question. I don't think so. DNA, it tells us about biology, but it doesn't tell the whole story of a family, right? There's so much more. We're seeing all these different ways families are formed now. Adoption, blended families, same-sex couples raising children. It's about the love, the commitment, the shared experiences.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's what makes a family.
Yeah. And it reminds us that there's always more to these stories than we see on the surface. So before we wrap up, any final thoughts for our listeners?
I'd say, when you hear these stories, approach them with a critical eye. Look for the human element, the things that might not be so obvious.
Yeah.
And think about the bigger picture, too. How does our own fascination with this stuff shape the media,
It's true.
And how does it impact everyone involved? It's complicated.
It is complicated. Thanks for joining us for another DRM News Global, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
We'll see you next time.
See you later.